According to psychology, people who say, "I'm just brutally honest," are never brutally kind, brutally supportive, or brutally encouraging. They only use brutal honesty when it allows them to be cruel, and that selectivity exposes everything. Hit the follow button and drop a comment. You know the type. They pride themselves on being brutally honest. They'll tell you exactly what they think with no filter. They don't sugarcoat. They keep it real. But here's what you notice. Their brutal honesty only goes one direction, down. They're brutally honest about your flaws, your mistakes, your shortcomings, your failures, your insecurities. But when it comes to your achievements, your growth, your strengths, your wins, suddenly the brutal honesty disappears. They're silent, or vague, or they downplay it, or they find the flaw in your success. Here's what psychologists discovered. Brutal honesty is a scam. It's cruelty with a PR campaign. Because honesty doesn't require brutality. You can tell someone a difficult truth with kindness, with compassion, with care for their feelings. But people who insist on being brutal, they enjoy the brutality. That's the point. The honesty is just the excuse. This is called selective cruelty. And it reveals that their brutal honesty isn't about truth. It's about power. Think about it. If they truly valued honesty above all else, they'd be brutally honest about positive things too. They'd be aggressively complimentary, intensely encouraging, forcefully supportive. But they're not. Because that doesn't serve them. That doesn't make them feel superior. That doesn't give them the satisfaction of watching you deflate. Studies show that people who self-identify as brutally honest score higher on sadism and lower on empathy. Because empathetic people adjust their delivery based on impact. Sadistic people enjoy the impact regardless of delivery. And here's the pattern. They'll tell you every harsh truth about yourself. But ask them to be honest about their own flaws? Suddenly, honesty is complicated. Suddenly, there's nuance. Suddenly, you're being judgmental. Because brutal honesty was never about honesty. It was about having permission to be brutal. And if you call them out, if you say that hurt, they hide behind their identity. I'm just a brutally honest person. If you can't handle it, that's your problem. But you can handle honesty. What you can't handle is cruelty disguised as virtue. Real honesty builds people up even when delivering hard truths. It says, "This is difficult to hear, but I care about you and I think you should know." Fake honesty tears people down and calls it helping. It says, "I'm just being honest," and uses that as permission to be merciless.